Welcome, truth seekers and conspiracy addicts, to another episode of Trade, Twists and Tinfoil Hats on Pity Rules the World channel. We've got a story so mind-boggling that even James Bond would say, wait, what? The US and Russia, the Batman and Joker of geopolitics, are caught in a high-stakes salsa of shady tech trade. Get your spy glasses and tinfoil hats ready. This one's got more twist than a pretzel factory. Hold on to your martinis, folks. Newsweek has whipped out its detective kit and stumbled upon a trade trail wilder than a drunken goose chase. It turns out the West is like an unwitting Santa Claus, delivering high-tech presents to Russia's military. How? Through a global trade monopoly game with actual countries, not just little greenhouses. We're calling this Blockbuster, from Silicon Valley with love. The OOPS suppliers, Silicon Valley's finest, you've got Intel, AMD, and more, are unknowingly the top suppliers of dual-use tech to Russia. Picture this, tech CEOs frantically rummaging through their drawers looking for receipts. Where did that microchip go?
This is the factory floor of Ratep, a weapons manufacturer in Russia that's part of the Almaz-Antey holding, which has been subject to U.S. sanctions since 2014, when Russia first attacked Ukraine. It produces guidance systems for anti-aircraft weapons used by the Russian military, and it builds them using equipment made by California-based industrial manufacturing giant Haas Automation. NewsHour has learned Ratep is just one of several sanctioned enterprises in the Russian arms industry that have been supplied with precision machining tools manufactured here at Haas's facility in Oxnard, California, in what may represent a breach of American sanctions. That's according to documents filed with the U.S. Treasury and the Department of Commerce late last month.
Law and Order Trade Unit. The White House is suddenly playing hot potato with enforcement measures. The Commerce Department says restrictions are working, but it feels like they're using a butterfly net to catch smoke.
Just in 1 year, our sanctions are likely to wipe out the last 15 years of Russia's economic gains. And because we've cut Russia off from importing technologies like semiconductors and encryption security and critical components of quantum technology that they need to compete in the 21st century, we're going to stifle Russia's ability and its economy to grow for years to come.
Trade laws between nations resemble a plate of spaghetti thrown at a wall. Laws here, sanctions there, export controls sprinkled on top. It's all a hot mess, and somehow China is the fork that's untangling it all.
参与到这个中国发展事业中，做了很多事情的人，是我们的老朋友。你是我今年见到的第一位美国朋友。我总认为中美关系基础是在民间的。我是寄希望于美国人民的，在当今世界这样的一个形势下，我们可以进行各种。
Bureau of Industry and Security, the agency guarding the trade doors, is understaffed and on the edge. Imagine two agents in China sipping tea thinking, I thought you were watching the tech. The US and Russia are doing a tech tango and China's DJing. How does this dance of dual-use tech change the geopolitical disco? World's worst game night. G7's playing Risk, China's playing Go, and Russia's got Monopoly. Nobody's playing by the same rules, and the game night is a disaster. Can the world agree on one board game? A whodunit with actual countries? Sherlock Holmes meets global politics. Can anyone figure out where all these microchips are actually going? We're one pipe and magnifying glass away from a full-blown detective story.
To what extent has Vladimir Putin been weakened by recent events? It's hard to tell, but he's clearly losing the war in Iraq. He's losing the war at home. And he has become a bit of a pariah around the world. And it's not just NATO. It's not just the European Union. It's Japan. It's
Can the tech tango become a synchronized global dance, or are we doomed to be stepping on each other's toes forever? The Russian bears honey. As restrictions tighten, will Russia find new ways to get its paws on the honey, or will the beehive finally be moved out of reach? Well, in the end, USA and Russia are a pretty good duo who play the bad and good cops game. Looks like Russia will very soon be the main strike force of the USA in the whole of Eurasia. Let's see.
Модуль динамической защиты крыши. Первый быстросъемный. Буквально требуется экипажу 4 часа, чтобы поставить накидку, поставить козырек. И, в принципе, машина готова идти в бой.
What a wild ride through the hidden alleyways of international trade. From Silicon Valley to Moscow, we've been on the case like sheriffs at a donut convention. Will the West stop accidentally gift-wrapping tech to the East? Share your best detective theories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and put on your tinfoil hats till next time. This is your host, Agent Double Oda, signing off.
Can you repair relations today, sir? How will you pressure Putin today? Do you feel prepared, Mr. President? Will you find common ground?
I know that you've been on a long